Hello everyone, here we are again on a Monday afternoon. Welcome to Spiritism 101, and today's subject will be Spirit Hierarchy. We had to change our program to a different time, so as of now we will gather every Monday afternoon 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we renamed the program Away from Lunch Break for the Soul, since it's a little bit late for that, and it will be Spiritism 101. We're basing our gatherings on this book, which is Spiritism 101, and we expanded with the Spirits book. So welcome all, I'm happy to be here, and let us start. Spirit Hierarchy. There are varying degrees of spirits according to the level of purification that they have attained. If we consider the general characteristics of spirits, we may reduce them to three principal categories. The first spirits are the imperfect spirits. They are at the bottom of the scale. From there on, the second level, the middle level, are the good spirits. And then the pure spirits are on the top of the pyramid. The pure spirits are those who have reached perfection. Welcome, Vanessa. Nice to have you here. We want to move over to the Spirits book by Allan Kardec, which was the first book that Allan Kardec codified, and it consists of 1,019 questions that he asked the good spirits, and the answers were all cataloged in this beautiful book, which we will use in order to look a little bit deeper at the spirit hierarchies. We're going to question number 96, which is in part 2 of the Spirits book. And part 2 concerns itself primarily with the spirit world or the world of spirits. And we're looking at chapter 1, which is titled Spirits. Question 96. Are all spirits equal, or is there some kind of hierarchy among them? Allan Kardec asks. And the good spirits answer, they are of different orders according to the individual degree of self-purification. So here we're learning that the categories, the hierarchy of spirits is all based on the purification of our souls, which we attain due to reincarnation, the many lifetimes we spend on planet Earth and many other planets, depending on our consciousness level. Let us look at question number 97. Are there a set of number of orders or degrees of purification among spirits? The answer is, the number is unlimited because there is no line of demarcation that acts as a barrier between each order. Thus, the divisions may be multiplied or decreased at will. However, if we consider their general characteristics, we may reduce them to three principal orders. And here we go again. The first order, we may put those who have already reached perfection, the pure spirits. In the second order, there are those who have reached the middle of the scale. Their main concern is the desire to do the good. In the third category are those who are towards the bottom of the scale, the imperfect spirits. These are characterized by ignorance, the desire for wrongfulness, and all the passions that delay their advancement. Now we may ask ourselves, which category do we belong to? But that is a personal question that we can answer in the depth of our hearts and minds. So then we go to question 98. Do the spirits of the second order only possess the desire to do the good, or do they also have the ability to actually do it? So here we're talking about the middle order. Their ability depends on their degree of purification. Some possess scientific knowledge, others wisdom and goodness. All of them, however, have trials that they must yet endure. So here we're learning that there's two different categories among those spirits. There's those, or let's say we are separated into different knowledge areas. One is the scientific knowledge, and the other one is our moral development. How much are we leaning towards the good? Question number 99. Are all spirits of the third order altogether bad? Let's remember the third order were the impure spirits. The answer is no. Some do neither good nor evil. Others, however, actually take pleasure in evil and are pleased when they find an opportunity for it. Still others are frivolous or foolish spirits, more mischievous than wicked. These take more pleasure in spite than evil, and they also take a pleasure in amusing themselves by vexing people and causing them petty annoyances, and then laughing about it. So I guess we're getting a little bit of a clearer idea of the three main categories of spirits in their developmental path. However, as we also learned from the good spirits, is that there is many great shades and there's many different categories, but these are just the main three. God created all spirits the same, simple and ignorant. That is to say, without wisdom. But God has given them the tools to become more pure. Let us go to question number 115 in the Spirits book to understand that section a little bit better. 115 is part of the same section, part 2 of the Spirits book. I also wanted to add that if you'd like to educate yourself a little bit more about the spirit hierarchies, you may continue reading after for question number 99 on page 126. Alan Kardec breaks it down even further and explains it even in more detail. So now we're going to question number 115. It is found in the chapter called The Progression of Spirits. Have some spirits been created good and others bad? Good question, right? God has created all spirits, simple and ignorant, that is without knowledge. So let us look at this again. God has created all spirits, so all of us were created simple and ignorant. We didn't have any knowledge. God has given each of them a mission. It is aimed at enlightening them and progressively leading them towards perfection through knowledge of the truth in order to draw them near to God. In that perfection, they will find eternal bliss without any trouble. Spirits acquire knowledge and endurance and goodwill. Let us go to question 116. Are there spirits who remain forever in the lower orders? Are we ever stuck? The answer is no. All will become perfect. That is very uplifting information from my perspective. And however, it depends on us how fast we will develop. So it is our responsibility. We are the heirs of our own actions. So the answer is no, all will become perfect. They change, albeit slowly, for as we once said, a just and merciful Father cannot banish his children forever. And our just and merciful Father is God. Question 117. Does it depend on spirits themselves to hasten their advancement towards perfection? And the answer is absolutely. It absolutely depends on us how fast we purify. The amount of time it takes them depends on their desire and submission to God's will. Doesn't a well-behaved child learn faster than one who is obstinate? We as parents know that. We also know it from our own lives. School life is like a school. They're either good students or not so good students. So it depends completely on us how fast we evolve. Let us see. Then question 118, can spirits regress? No. The answer is, as they progress, they gain an understanding of what is holding them back from perfection. When a spirit finishes a particular trial, it never forgets the knowledge it acquired. A spirit may remain stationary, but it never regresses. Regressing also would be against the law of progress, which is actually a scientifically proven law. So we always progress. We can stall, maybe even slither back for a little while, but in the overall picture, we always progress. Question number 120. Must all spirits pass through the trials of evil to reach the good? Allan Kardec asks. And the answer is, not evil, but ignorance. And that may help us a lot to understand the word evil better. That it is not just simply, it is actually, I want to put it positively, it is just like a 2-year-old. We don't know better yet. We are here to learn and progress and perfect ourselves. But it is our ignorance, purely our ignorance, our lack of knowledge, both intellectually as well as morally, when we commit things that are causing us and others pain. Question 121. Why have some spirits followed the path of the good, but others the path of evil? Answer is, don't they have free will? Indeed, we do have free will, don't we? God does not create bad spirits. I say that again. God does not create bad spirits. We learned earlier that we were all created equal and ignorant, without knowledge. They are created simple and ignorant, the spirits say, that is capable of both good and efficient way, I may say. Why already perfect? Well, the answer is because there would be no merit to enjoy the benefits of being pure spirits. The principle of merit consists of to each according to one's works. I say that again. The principle of merit is based on to each according to one's work. As we said earlier, we're either good students or bad students on our path to perfection. Therein we see God's justice and wisdom. Beautiful. So let us look now at the fact whether there are demons or not. Are there demons? No. If we understand that they are beings created by God to do evil, so there are no demons if we expect God to have created evil spirits. But that's not possible. We already learned earlier that we were all created equal and ignorant, without knowledge, and that through our many lifetimes we have the opportunity to perfect ourselves. So from that perspective, there cannot exist any demons. However, there are evil spirits who still do not practice the good. The so-called evil spirits are still ignorant, and out of their ignorance, they practice the bad. They practice the opposite of the good. Let us again go to the Spirits book. This time we go to question 131. In the same chapter, part 2, about the spirits and the spirit world, we find one chapter titled Angels and Demons. It's on page 141 if you like to follow me along. So we're jumping to question 131. Are there demons in the usual sense of the word? Answer. If there were demons, they would be the work of God nevertheless. But would God be just and good in creating unfortunate beings that are eternally turned towards evil? If there are demons, they reside on your less evolved world and on other similar ones. They are the hypocritical men and women who portray a just God as a cruel and vindictive one. There are those who imagine they can please God by the abominable behaviors they commit in the divine name. So demons are simply ignorant spirits. And if God had created demons, it would be against his nature of being all just and loving, our Father. No father would create willingly any evil children, and neither does God. So, to summarize, God did not create any demons, but the so-called evil spirits, the spirits that are ignorant, they do exist. But they are spirits who have not advanced enough yet to know how to do the good, how to turn themselves towards the good and practice charity, indulgence, forgiveness, and benevolence. Now, on the other hand, are there angels? No, the answer is no, if we think they're beings that God created good. So it's just the flip side of the coin. However, there are spirits who for thousands of years have been striving to be good, working to be more loving and wise. When spirits come to this level of goodness and wisdom, we might as well call them angels. In fact, all of us someday will become so-called angels. And this will depend on our dedication and the use of our free will. Now let us go over to the Spirits book, question 128, in part 2, chapter Angels and Demons on page 141. Question 128. Do the beings we call angels, archangels, and seraphim form a special category that is different in nature from that of the other spirits? And the answer is no. These are the pure spirits, those at the highest degree of the hierarchy, inherently perfect in every way. So these are the spirits who've done their homework, so to speak. They've gone through many lifetimes. They weren't created good from the get-go, because remember, we were all created equal and ignorant, without knowledge. But they have been good students. They have had many, many lifetimes and time and effort, put time and effort into their perfection. The word angel, we find in a subtext, usually rouses the idea of moral perfection. However, it is frequently applied to all beings, good or bad, that are beyond the human sphere. We say a good angel, a bad angel, an angel of light, an angel of darkness. In this case, the term angel is synonymous with spirit and is used here to refer to good beings. So Allan Kardec explains to us that the word angel he only uses for the more purified spirits. Let us see, question 129. Have the angels also passed up through all of the degrees of development, from ignorance to angelhood? The answer is, they have passed up through all of them, but as we have already said, some accepted their mission without grumbling, and thus were able to arrive more quickly. Others took a longer or shorter amount of time to reach perfection, because remember, we do have free will. It is our choice. It all is in our hands. So if we look at the demons and angels in summary, we can say that there are no angels and no demons. They are only as created by God. They are only spirits who do good and those who still have no knowledge of how to do good. So the demons are the ones who don't know yet, and the angels are those who do know already how to do good, how to mold the good. So together we can, at the end, in summary, we can say spirits can be compared to children. To rebellious and aggressive ones, the rebellious and aggressive ones repeat the same school year, having to go through all the tests again. The more docile and hardworking ones go from one grade to the next and are deserving of no more challenges. If we look at this chapter from an overall perspective, I want to say it is extremely positive and consoling that it lies completely within our realm. It is completely up to us what lives we create. And it is right now, depending on what seeds we put into the ground, which determines which harvest we will reap in the future. So let us all for the next week focus once again and remind ourselves on doing the good, on being more benevolent, being more indulgent, and being more forgiving, which was or is the definition of charity as given by the beautiful spirits on high. So let us practice the good and remind ourselves every single day that every time we have a good thought and good actions and good words, even just a smile, we're putting a lovely seed into the ground which will bear fruits in our future. And with this, I'm sending you lots of love and gratitude for the teachings of the good spirits and Kardec Radio, which allows us all to consistently come together and learn more about how to become better people, how to evolve. With so much gratitude, I'm blowing you all a kiss, and we shall see each other again next week, and this time we will look deeper at the Perispirit. Take care.